buy. Let me give you an example. So, who would you likely buy a land from or buy a house from? Somebody on your WhatsApp contact who from time to time send educational materials or status updates about mistakes to avoid in real estate, how to get the right land, how not to be scammed, or someone that just posts flyer everything, come and buy from you. Who are you likely to patronize?
I'll patronize the one that educates constantly.
Why? Why would you?
Because I see him as, he's not just interested in selling. He's interested in letting me know what is the updates, to give me the necessary information I'm supposed to know, and to help me to avoid certain mistakes also. So I will buy from him.
Brilliant. You buy from him. So that's what education-based marketing does. So now, I want to give you an assignment right now. In what ways do you think you can educate your clients about your service? In what ways? I want to know you. I want to know. Doesn't say it. Everyone can have a talk. You guys will say something.
I don't think they know the need to buy now.
Okay.
The need to invest in real estate.
By letting them know the need. Okay, that's good. Who else wants to answer? Do you understand the question? You understand the question? Did you get the question? So the question is, in what ways would you educate your clients about the land to sell? In what ways? What ways?
As for me, I like to let my client know my profession. Then I also let them know that I'm familiar with the terrain I'm selling, and that there are some lands that are not, that don't have title, that they usually have problem with. And I will give them histories on some land and that later has problem. And I'll tell them that if you don't want to follow to that category, I have the ones that are safe. And I give them instances of people who have bought this safe one and how they are enjoying it. Some may even be talking about price differences. I also educate them that you will buy something with 1.5 million, for example, others are selling 1 million. Just because 500 you think you are buying the right one. Why not get the best one? Even if it's little expensive, but you know you are safe and you have the product to check.
It just made me remember something. So in life, generally, people take decisions from two angles, pain and pleasure to make me money. You as a real estate marketer, what you should now direct me, not you telling me buy land. What you should do is to market based on that pain point and tell me this land in the nearest future is going to be lucrative. This part of the country, this part of Lekki has the potential, what you said, has the potential to grow in the next 5 years. If you invest in it, in the next 5 years, you'll be making double of the amount you are buying this land. That means you're addressing the pain points. You're addressing their fears. Do you understand? So everybody has fears. If I buy a new car today, my fear may be the fact that I want it to be, maybe I've not the kind of cars that didn't last long. Durability. So in your marketing, you need to address the pain points. Address the pain points.
This one. Should I go to next page?
Yes. No, stay there. I'm not done.
Okay.
So by providing valuable information and positioning yourself as an expert, you can differentiate yourself from competitors and generate leads. Now, Now let's talk about. Don't be distracted. Let's talk about lead magnets. Lead magnets. Say with me, lead magnets.
Lead magnets.
Say it again, lead magnets.
Lead magnets.
One more time.
Lead magnets.
Now, this is one of the most important parts of this training. Lead magnets are valuable resources and incentives offered to potential clients in exchange for their contact information, such as their name, email address, or phone number, In the real estate industry, lead magnets can be effective in generating leads and building your client database. So earlier this year, I wanted people to take advantage of my business visibility offers. So what did I do? I released an ebook called Stop Playing, Start Promoting. And the purpose was to make people sign up for my business visibility offers. It was a free ebook. So when you download the free ebook, you put down your contact, your email address, your phone number, and in exchange for that, you get a copy of the free ebook. What I did is to magnetize them. That is lead magnet in action. So what are the examples of lead magnets? Create a report. When I tell you to create a report on the 5 questions to ask an agent before you rent a house, you can make a video on the 5 steps to buy your first property. So in trying to do this, when you make the video, I'm not saying a video you make with your phone. Get a professional camera. You can find a beautiful space, somewhere beautiful, because like I said, people buy into you before they buy into what you sell. An excellent has to do your watchword. People cannot be wanting to buy a 50 million naira purchase land from you, and even you yourself that you are not worth what you are selling. So people buy into you before they buy into whatever you sell. So you can decide to do a video on 5 steps to buy your first property and use it as a lead magnet. And so when before people download that video, they will have to fill the form, you capture their details before they watch the video. Do you understand that? Has anybody tried lead magnet before? Have you tried that strategy? So it's something you've tried it out? Okay, so what was the result like?
Emails, sign-ups, booking of apartments.
What was your lead magnet?
The most fun spaces or fun spots for you to enjoy your vacation in Lekki.
Okay.
They can use 5 fun spots for you to enjoy your.
Was that an ebook?
No, a video. Comprehensive video.
Wow.
Pictures. Number 1, this place is close to Kingfisher, and it's just 2 minutes away from here.
Great, fantastic. So then you can write an ebook on the costly mistakes. I have not seen something like this. Write an ebook on the costly mistakes Nigerians make when it comes to buying lands. Somebody here can check on this idea. When it comes to, you just explore the costly mistakes Nigerians make when it comes to buying land.
Open it.
Just like the 5-page reports, get a graphic designer, put it up on your website, and you capture the emails. And you are good. And you are good.
Go live. Go to the live.
And you're good. The fourth thing you need to do is to maximize. Say with me, maximize the media. So this implies that you're using the media's visibility as a realtor can significantly boost your brand recognition and establish you as an expert in the field. When I started learning about real estate, when I started reading Success Digest, the days of Sunday Ojagba, this guy I told me about that writes about this DCC guy that used to attend DCC. Debo Adejana. Those guys, they position themselves, even before the era of social media, they position themselves as experts in real estate game. So even if you want to buy a land, the first name that will come to your mind is those guys, because they were writing. In marketing, there's something called top of the mind recall. Top of the mind recall means when you position yourself in the mind of the prospect, to the point that when that prospect wants to get a product or a service that is in the area of expertise, the person will think about grocery, the person will think about food, the person will think about me, because you've been able to position yourself well. So when it comes to using the media, what are things you can do? A, develop relationship with journalists. Reach out to journalists, reporters, and bloggers who cover real estate or related topics. How many of us here have a contact of a journalist who covers your industry? Who covers your industry or covers real estate? There are a lot of newspaper segments in Nigeria, in Nigerian media. Every newspaper has a real estate segment or a business segment. So you need to find someone that covers that niche and offer to, if there's something, if there's an example, if there's something going on in your industry now, say there's a trend, maybe a house collapsed somewhere, and that news is trending. Do you know it's an opportunity for you can jump on that news as a realtor, and maybe write about the need for people to do proper checks when they're building houses and stuff like that. Because it's a trending news, the media will naturally want to publish it. Do you know I read a lot of articles about this Idabasi. Exactly. I even wrote one myself because it is important for you, if you want to gain visibility as a realtor, one of the things you have to do is leverage on trends. Leverage on things that are trending and look at how you can try to write something on lessons from Idabasi, how to become a record-breaking realtor. Lessons from Idabasi. Anybody in your industry who want to jump on that, you want to do because it's a trending news item. So I said a lot of positions with journalists to offer your expertise for interviews. Position yourself as a knowledgeable real estate professional available for interviews. Share your insights and expertise on topics such as home buying, selling, investing, or local market trends. C. Publish guest articles. There are a lot of things happening in your industry that most of you guys don't write about those things. A lot of things are happening. People have fears about buying land, people have fears about buying houses, people have fears about getting the right land to buy, not being scammed and stuff like that. So you can even decide to start a YouTube channel. How many of you have a YouTube channel there? The one where they functional though. You never post video for the past 5 years. You understand? Get a YouTube channel, post videos, talk about issues trending in your industry, talk about the problems you want to solve for your clients. Do you understand? Talk about those issues. 5-minute video, post on YouTube, send your prospects. You're rushing me. You're rushing me, don't rush me. Where are we? Okay, publish guest articles or op-eds. Write information articles or op-eds on real estate topics and submit them to local newspapers, magazines, or online publications. Focus on providing valuable insight, tips or guidance to readers. Include your buyer and contact information to promote your brand and invite inquiries from potential clients. Next. Expertise. Interview industry experts and provide valuable information to a broader audience. Any question? The one before this? See, can we go back? She didn't get published guest articles or op-eds. Write informative articles. Op-ed means opinion articles on real estate topics and submit them to local newspapers. See, the media, what the media thrives on is content. So if you can help provide content from your area of expertise, they will definitely publish. Okay, I recently published an article on Bella Nigeria. How many of us know Bella Nigeria? I reached out to them. I published an article there for free. Bella Nigeria. Somebody called me from US saying they read my article on Bella Nigeria. So it's possible for you to. It's not once you look out for the things people love to do. You can do topics you feel people love to read when it comes to real estate. And I mean, also ChatGPT. So ChatGPT later. Just write common mistakes Nigerians make when it comes to buying land. Whatever it gives you, I'm not saying you should do copy and paste though. Don't do copy and paste. Put your own insights there, put your experiences there, and just adapt it and adopt it. And the article will be ready and you send to them.
So, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Question. You said, you said write and submit them to the police department.
I used to think that that was like the thorough process that most publications don't want to publish a paper unless maybe you are known or something. So are you saying that now that you can do this and actually approach any of them that are willing to publish for you for free? And is it for free? That's another thing.
I like your question. Is it for free?
Yeah.
So it depends on the platform you target now.
Okay.
It depends on the platform. There are platforms that they won't publish it for free. And there are platforms that will publish for free. So I just mentioned Bella Nigeria. If your article is insightful, there's a guy that writes for Bella Nigeria, he's into real estate. Then there's this song. You should know them. The real estate guy. Yes. He writes for Bella Nigeria.
Change to Nepal.
You understand?
Why?
So if your article is on point, if your article solves people's problems, they will publish. I can get you their email address, you can just pitch to them, the article space, and they'll publish it. For now, it's not Nigeria, but I know there are other platforms that will publish for free for you. It's your duty to keep searching. You are the one looking for visibility, so you need to keep searching, keep looking for platforms that will give you the opportunity to market what you offer, market your offerings.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
How they change to Nepal?
So I think we are done with the final part. Make that move. Dynamics of closing.
How many of you
Guys want to close massive deals this month. Deals you never close in your entire real estate career. Then this section is for you.
What's wrong? Switched over.
Okay.
It will go there automatically. Don't worry.
Question sign. I want you guys to bring out your biro and paper. Write out 5 marketing activities you do every day to market, to increase sales and visibility for what you do. 5 marketing activities. So it might be when you wake up,
System is
put on WhatsApp, make a call, but that's our assignment now. Please do it now.
5 marketing activities.
Engage it every day.
All these icons are not showing there yet.
I'll call somebody else to read it out. 5 marketing activities.
Why we wait for them to sort it out? If you are not consciously marketing, then you are not ready to make money. But marketing is the lifeblood of your business. If you are not marketing, if nobody is calling you, if nobody is reading out the marketing material, you are not ready to sell. So every day you must wake up,
That's true.
you must be willing to put out the marketing message out there. So, and in this generation, we have a lot of mediums, a lot of tools by which you can use to market whatever you sell. When we tried out,
I told you to tell yourself, I learned to sell, I used to sell and flourish. But it's not just by saying it, you need to be intentional about it. Okay, we are back. But before we dive in,
5 marketing activities.
you engage in every day to sell your lands and houses. Who wants to share? Share.
What I do is that every day I post things on real estate, legit facts, I post to my status one. And again, I call and chat my prospects. I call and chat them. People that I've already talked to before, I call and chat them up. And sometimes, most times, it's not especially on real estate. So I just check up on them that how you do, there are some that not from real estate, we have done some things together that even out of real estate have given me money also.
Yeah.
So I also,
That is the second one, third one.
I also send a development in the neighborhood where I've told them about before. Development coming, development that is happening. People that have like, when they launch the refinery, I let them know. I let them know that they launch the refinery. Like when they did the MOU for the airports, I also let them know.
Thank you.
I don't want to go further. Who else wants to share?
Okay,
We
I
have to
post
go
on
back
more
to
social
this,
media platforms and
What do you
I
post?
go to mode now. I post content I've already generated like flyers and then write-ups about real estate generally and people get something and talk about it. Then I create content and then thirdly I shoot videos. I try to shoot every day, but not like every day. Every other day I shoot videos. So basically that's the three and then I do them.
You need to make it 5 every day when you wake up. Make it 5. Post on your WhatsApp status, post on Facebook, that's 2. Post on Instagram, that's 3. Twitter, that's 4.
Alright, so as a well-taught, you should have a platform where you post on a daily basis. Yeah, that's generally easy for you. So beyond, because you're limited by the circle of influence you have on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You should have an app. Okay, like for me, for instance, every morning I post this post on MPC. So that way, that day already I'm not going to generate I'm going to reach out to somebody or some self-people that are not in my current cycle of influence. And that's why my contact is growing every day. So because what most people do is just post on their social media, so you are posting the same self day in, day out. And most of them can't even buy.
Exactly.
The most they will give is likes. They can't give you money. So I see a lot of people, they say they are not selling. You can't sell now, you grow up in Maza. Yeah, everybody will do your circle of influence if you contribute it's not to 1 million. And you want them to buy a property for 10 million. So you need to be deliberate about generating lead that is reaching out to somebody that doesn't know you before. So that you can now warm up these leads into closing them. Because if you don't generate them, you can't close them in the first place. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. In my own business, I boost my post. Like, for example, if I want you to subscribe to my business offers, if you want me to consult for you to improve your business ability, for you to send money out. I have in the past, since I started really boosting my posts, I've generated I've made a lot of money from boosting my posts on social media, from doing sponsored content. Like you said, the advantage of doing that is that you are reaching out to people who don't know you before, they never met you before. People who are even outside of Nigeria. I have a client currently that she's in the US. She's an author. She just wants to release a book. Actually, she found me through a sponsored post I did. Do you understand? So mind you, your marketing activity is not limited to online platforms. So don't limit it. Making a sales call is a marketing activity too. Going to visit a prospect is a marketing activity too. Writing an article is a marketing activity too. So it's not just limited to social media, you post on social media platforms. Now, the final stage.
The power of hashtag.
Exactly. Hashtag. You also need to know the hashtag that works in your industry. But the thing about hashtags is that it changes with time. And but that's why I will give you is that don't use hashtags that you have a lot of people on already. For example, look at real estate hashtag real estate. If you check it now, you find that there are a lot of entries on it, like 1 million. So you only discover there. So make sure you use hashtags that people are not much on it. Like if Google say if you maybe Lekki houses. Even Lekki houses, you still find a lot of entries there. Because there are a lot of realtors like you.
Long tail keywords at hashtag.
Long tail
keywords.
What are long tail keywords?
Okay. Like the one by Lekki now itself. It's actually an hashtag.
But you created the hashtag.
Yeah, I created it. So if you understand the SEO, you know how this things work. So like you said, viral hashtag. It will take you time for it to be found on it. But now you can now look for hashtags that are creative and leverage on them. Easily, whoever stumbles on those hashtags will find your content. Like while we're doing Fadaka, we're trending for eco-friendly city and Fadaka city. If you just click on Fadaka city, it's a product. Eco-friendly city, it's will be a product. So long tail keyword hashtags are hashtags that have like four different words together. Like a phrase.
Like buy
Lekki now. She understands. Like rather than saying, oh, buy Lekki. A lot of people will be on buy Lekki, but buy Lekki now. It's now a long tail, and if you search it, don't be too many people, and easily you can be discovered on it than just using luxury house.
Exactly.
But if you say affordable luxury house in Lekki, it has actually slimmed it down, and now people will find you easily. So that's usually I don't like doing what everyone is doing. Discover what will work for you. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a million contribution. Are we ready now? Okay. Your ability to close sales easily. So this segment is focused on closing sales. Your ability to close sales easily and promptly is what determines how far you go in this business. Because at the end of the day, your core focus is to sell. All these stories we've been saying, all these things I've been sharing with you, is to sell. That's the primary focus. It's closing. So what are the factors to consider? Number one, you need to find prospects. The more prospects you have, the more lands, the more you have the potential to sell. So let me give you an example. If you have 10 people as prospects and you call them, do you know in the first tendency that those 10 people buy from you? Or imagine you have 200 prospects. There's even a research that the more prospects you have, the less
Human beings, you have
there's a possibility that people will say no to you. So you need to understand that the more prospects you have, the more chances of you getting people to buy from you. So if you want to win in the game of sales, your prospecting game, your list has to be on point. Like you need to have a lot of people on the list. Your list is the gold mine. Whether your email list, whether your WhatsApp list, but that's the gold mine. Because real estate is a people business. If people can't buy from you, they are not in the business. So one thing is to find prospects. The higher the number of qualified prospects, the more sales you take. Converting prospects to success, bracket sales is your primary responsibility. A1, one of the ways to get the attention of your prospect is through sales letters. Say sales letters. Sales letters.
Sales letters.
Sales letters are marketing messages used to make sales happen. One important factor in sales letter is I bought a land from Lekki now, and I became a millionaire. Plus versus I became a millionaire after I bought a land. Which one is likely to get your attention? Why? Why? Is what? 2 weeks, okay. 2 weeks. Why likely to work? I bought a land from Lekki now, or how I bought a land, buying a land from Lekki now made me a millionaire. Or versus I bought a land and I became a millionaire. The first one, you're personalizing it. Exactly. So let me try another example. A woman by the name Laura Eden wrote a book which is titled Astrological Law by American Standard. The book didn't do well and sold only 2,000 copies. The book was put up in 3 stores, and that was when a man saw the book, read it and loved it. He contacted the woman and requested to buy the publishing rights to the book. She agreed and he paid for the rights to publish the book. This man changed the title of the book to How to Satisfy a Woman Every Time and Have Her Beg for. You should get the copy of the book. You can marry it. Get the copy of the book. How to Satisfy a Woman Every Time, Have Her Beg for more. The book sold millions of copies thereafter. What made the book sell millions of copies? Did the content of the book change? No. What made the book sell? Make it more attractive, make it more catchy, make it more engaging. So Those are things you need to do. Whenever your marketing message is going out, the first thing you need to look out for is your headline. The question is, there's something called WIIFM. WIIFM. It means what it means for me. What's in it for me? So the average human being itself, if I say a marketing message now, say, what's in it for me? Why should I read it? Why should I read it? And if you are able to capture my attention from marketing message, so we're in the age whereby people are easily distracted. So you need to make sure your headline is very catchy, it's very punchy, it is what somebody will love to read. So the first thing which I mentioned is that you need to find prospects. 2, you need to follow up. You need to what? The journey to converting prospect to sales is follow up. The money lies in the follow up. How do you follow up with prospects in real estate? Number 1, sales calls. You call them. Number 2, respond to inquiries promptly. Because your industry is very competitive. So you can't be somebody sent you a message on Instagram or sent you a message on WhatsApp and you've not replied for the past 3 days. It means you are not ready. Your follow-up game has to be on point. Your follow-up game has to be very, very, very deliberate. I need to answer them promptly. 3rd point, address their fears and concerns. That's how you can follow up, address their fears and concerns. Like I said, everybody has a pain point. What you should do constantly, when you make phone calls, when you make sales calls, address their pain, ask them about their pains and concerns. Like why don't you want to buy from me? Why don't you want to buy this now? I want to share it or more. Last time I buy, the person carried my money, but you understand, address their pains and concerns. Then offer to schedule a meeting. Sales calls, respond to inquiries promptly, address their fears and concerns, offer to schedule a meeting. C, follow through. Follow through. The first one, find prospects. Second, B, follow up. C, follow through. Be a man or woman of integrity. Deliver your promise. Don't start and then stop. Follow through to the end. Okay, we've done this. What I find marketing activities to magnetize your prospect. Number 4, D, fall back. Fall back. The customer does not stop being a customer after your first purchase. Don't choose your existing customers because you are a new customer. So you always have to go back to your previous customer because your previous customer, they are your brand evangelists. If you are a Christian, you know what evangelism means. They are the ones who spread the word for you. If somebody has been satisfied about your service or the product, it's a tendency that the person will go and refer you to somebody else. Am I right? So make your customers, make those who have bought from you, your brand evangelists. You need to make them, you need to go back to them. And don't see, you know what most of us do. It's like a relationship. So if you have a girlfriend now, you told her to tell her you love her, you get her feelings, you show love to her, but immediately you get somebody finer or somebody who puts your interest, you abandon that babe and go for the babe in town, the babe that is getting your attention. What is it? These ladies gonna do it better than guys. Alright, that's a very good example. So let me use ladies, like you said. So the average, I won't say most ladies. The average lady would, in the Bible now, the women were created from a man. So women are not put out to suffer. So like I said, most ladies do it. I don't want to generalize because you have ladies here, but most ladies do it. When you see a guy who you say probably in an awesome together, he's doing well, buys a car, buys a house from buying it now. And maybe probably even sends you to university. The guy sends you to university, pays your bills, makes your this and all that. Then you now find a better guy. We don't spend that. It is everywhere. They pop champagne. You now ignore that guy. That's what most of you do in your own business. You ignore your old customer and you follow the new customer. Don't do that. You need to always fall back on your previous customer because they have the link to your future purchase, your future sales. They have the link. Like in my business, a lot of people have recommended me. See, and don't underestimate the customer. The fact that somebody doesn't buy from you doesn't mean the person doesn't have the capacity to recommend you to somebody else that will give you the millions that you're looking for. So don't underestimate the prospect. The person might not buy from you now, but the person can recommend the person that will buy from you. Do you understand? So, before I conclude, I want to give somebody this 1,000. Who wants this 1,000? Okay, you want it. So sit down. You are exempted. Who wants this 1,000? Action. Action. I don't have to ask you. You need to go for what you want. That is the lesson from this thing I just did now. Go for what you want. In life, what you want won't come to you. You need to be proactive. That is the essence. Wishing this guy, what's your name? Sorry. Emmanuel wanted the money, but he didn't go for it. Desiring to be the number one realtor is not enough. You should like pray, Father, make me the number one. Prayers can help you, but it's not enough. Prayer alone won't make you the number one in the industry. You need to be proactive, like she did. You need to go for what you want. I'm giving you the money. Let's see how much. What's on my wife? Are you guys related? So you need to go for what you want. The most sought after realtors don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. They make things happen. So in life, it's not what you know that matters. It's what you do what you know that matters. Say it with me. It's not what you know that matters.
It's not what you know that matters.
It's what you do.
What you do.
What you know.
What you know.
MALT. MALT means, MALT is an acronym for, say this with me. M stands for more.
M stands for more.
Action.
Action.
A stands for action. L stands for less.
Less.
Then talk. C stands for talk. So MALT means more action, less talk. Again.
More action, less talk.
Again.
More action, less talk.
Again.
More action, less talk.
Again.
More action, less talk.
In the word action, if you remove I from the word action, what will you have?
Act on.
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 Now with me, what would you have? So you need to act on everything. When we started out, I said you made a promise, not to me. You made a promise to yourself that you execute everything I've said today. In this 3 months of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince you and not to confuse you that you need to pass the physical industry. Thank you very much. I'm not done. I have a gift for someone here. So this is I won't tell you the gift now. I won't tell you the gift. But this is the question. I need someone to do a summary of everything I've said. I have a gift for the person. This is when you've answered the question, I'm going to tell you the gift. So I just want to do a summary. You know what? Everything I've said, don't be a 5-minute summary. It doesn't have to be according to how I said it, but I need someone to do a summary. What's wrong? Summary. Okay, I'll ask questions. Let me do it that way. So how many, this training is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. What are the 4 parts? I don't want chorus answer. If you know the 4 parts, raise up your mind and I'll give you the microphone. This training is meant to 4 parts. Who wants to answer?
I know two.
You want to?
I know two.
You,
Before they now distracted me with this thing.
4 parts. My gift is for some person who knows the 4 parts. Can you look at your notes? Okay, you can look at your notes. But I'm still asking another question.
The 4 parts are the mindset, magnetize your target, the videos on how to magnetize your target, and make them.
So what are the mediums of the second question? What are the mediums of by which you can magnetize your target audience? You can look at your notes too. You can look at your notes. I just want to be sure that you guys follow through.
The use of availability bias, use of education-based markets.
Yes. Social proof.
Lead
You want on the wrong.
magnets,
I was following.
and ways you can educate your prospects. Yes, the science.
I have a question for you since you want to answer. When it comes to your mindset, what are the 3 principles I mentioned? When it comes to your mindset, what are the 3 principles I mentioned?
Self-efficacy,
High self-efficacy.
orderliness,
Self-discipline.
self-discipline.
Nice.
This one, the last question. Don't look at your notes.
And this one, anybody who gets it gets my gift. And this is the question. How many target audience do we have in the real estate sector? How many? You have to mention them. Mention the target audience. You know, it doesn't have to be the right order. Just the way you remember. Just
There are 4.
Yeah.
We have long, those people that
Long-term individual.
They are buying
Long-term
Don't say
individual.
individual.
Eh?
Long-term
Long-term
individuals.
those ones that are buying land. Then we have,
Thank you.
I know it's important.
okay, we'll try.
Cameraman.
Okay, you try that.
Wet preservation. The ones that apply for preserve wet. The ones that apply for the long term. The investors. The one that apply for entrepreneurship. Then
The last one. Let me just dash you. People that buy in diaspora.
I don't even know how to use the gift now because I don't answer direction. Look at the answer. I need someone I can. It's not something I can share. It's not something I can share. The gift is that Mr. Toby, I need that. And 3 people are not permitted to answer this question. You are not permitted. You are not permitted.
Why now?
Now that be the host. Oh, okay. Okay, it's not permitted. Let me. It's only Toby, but any other person can take. So, give me what is lead magnet and give an example of a lead magnet.
Okay, well, from my own understanding, a lead magnet is more or less like a bait, something to like if you want to do education-based marketing, maybe like an example, like an ebook or something to inform your audience or target market about what you want to give to them as a means of getting their information to your funnel or follow-up.
I don't want to make you win now. Let me ask you.
Another question. What lead magnet are you considering right now?
I can think of something like an ebook, like a survey that shows the trends in the real estate sector. For instance, you know, there was a time that Ibejileki was the main thing in real estate market. You know, everybody was just talking about Ibejileki, buy Ibejileki. Okay, let's start from VI. From VI, the trend moves to Ibejileki, from Ibejileki to Ekpe and all that. So I can do like a survey that will educate my audience about the potential location for the next trending real estate deal. For instance, I can do maybe like a short video or an ebook talking about Ekpe and the opportunities that that it carries in that area. I can give it out as a lead magnet.
Can I give you? Give
Give me a round of applause. As one himself a news feature on the online news platform. So you know how to reach me now. So I'll get your number. I'll send you a question. I'll take it from there. Thank you guys for having me. You have a question?
There's a question.
Should I say I have 2 questions?
I want to sit down. Yeah, please.
What is, should I say, a problem? For example, you have a prospect, and the person comes and says, I don't want to buy land. I want to buy a, how do you call it? No, not that. Like a building that is not completed.
Off plan.
That's what I want to buy because I'm not sure of getting a land. I don't know how legit buying a land is. So that's what I want to buy. So now for you to convince that person to get a land, since you don't have the off plan to sell, how can you convince that person to get this land and build on? That's one. And two.
You don't show everyone the question.
And two.
So he can answer the first one.
Yes.
So I want to be sure if I get it.
Question. So the question is essentially that you intend to market a product to someone, and the person wants another product.
He said she has a client.
Okay.
The client, she told the client about land, but the client don't want the land. The client wants to buy an off land. So what our problem is now, how is she going to convince the client to get the land instead of the off land?
Okay, so I think you need to know
The needs of the client. There's a reason why the client is opting for off plan. It's called.
Getting a land isn't legit. Like,
Okay.
you're not sure of getting that land because of moneyless and
So what is an off plan?
The building that has not commenced.
Okay.
It's an off-paper project whereby people can buy at a discounted rate before it being built.
Okay, so what you need to do, since the person has this fear, what you need to do is to make sure you relieve that client of the fear. So you start with
That's a pain point.
exactly pain points. You start with testimonials. You start with the fact that okay, I've done this in the past. Say last week, so person bought from you. This was how you delivered. I also talk about the time span. You delivered in maybe 2 days. I also talk about the fact that, of course, that's what I'm saying. You need to know the reason why the person is opting for that off plan. The reason why the person is opting for off plan. You need to see as a real estate, as a realtor. One of the things you need to be good at is asking questions. Asking questions. Lawyers, one of the crazy things lawyers do is ask questions. So if a lawyer wants to rope you down, ask you, okay, story. When we go on the 10th of June 2023, I was at Biology Now seminar. What were you doing? What were you doing? Because somebody said he saw you at Lekki Phase 1 putting on that same outfit. You understand? You need to have the ability to ask probing questions. You should know these probing questions that you'll be able to dig deep into the core needs of the customer. For example, that off plan now, if you dig well, you might discover that, like you said, maybe the person might have been scammed in the past. And so that can help you, if you know the reason the person has that fear, that can help you allay the fear of that client. So I said you need to understand the pain points. You need to ask probing questions to be able to know why the person is opting for your plan and not opting for the land. Okay, that's the question.
Not the question. I think just trying to digest my question. She mentioned something. She said I think that is not her plan, it's carcass.
Oh, just semi-finished.
Yes, semi-finished. Semi-finished. That's what she's saying.
Okay.
Alright, so basically, that person was only asking that question because they were afraid if they buy the land, they might not eventually be able to build on it. That's just the fear. And you need to trash that fear. Exactly. It's not that the person is not willing to buy your land. They just want to be sure that their end goal is to have a house. Now, this land you are selling to me, will I be able to build it anytime soon? So now you have to show them real life results that actually explains that they can build it. So you show them people that have been allocated. Bishop says only fools without proofs. Only fools without proofs. So you show him, see, this man was allocated 2 months ago. He's building already. Alright, so on flower cities and flower extensions, one of the ways we just close the 60 plot on it. We show people, this person bought last year. Look at what he has built. The man has built about 5 structures, including upstairs, on the land. There's nobody you will take to that site, show him the level of work that has been done, that will not pay immediately. Yes, so what if you have not built anything on it, then you now have to sell the person using the estate to build something on. And that's why it's good for you as a real estate person to have results. So if you have not built on this, okay, yes, this estate is developed by Direct and Wealthy. However, this is just a neighborhood. It started last month. But we started this project 6 months ago. Look at the results we have on ground. However, we're going to replicate this and even more on this new site. That way, you made him to understand it. Immediately gets the new one, he starts seeing a mental picture of those buildings on the next on the new one. So he starts even imagining the way he starts imagining his own building there. So just show him proofs. That's it. If you buy into this, within 3 months you get allocated. Like when we launched Malaka, we told them 3 to 6 months we would allocate, and within 3 to 6 months we allocated. People have their land, they have their survey plan, they have their deed of license, everything is with them. So the person's fear really exists because a lot of real estate companies have actually done so many anti-banking in the industry. But it's your job as a professional to let them understand that you are different. Now, one of the things I tell realtors is that don't operate in this business from the employee contract. Is it that you are a self-employed or a business owner or an investor? But it's better as a business owner or an investor. So that way you own the business. You don't say, oh, let me talk to the MD. Sir, if my client buys now, will you be able to build in the next 6 months? Already you're telling the person that you don't even have all the information. Share this time. So immediately the person said, oh, there's nothing here, I can't see anything here. I don't think I'll be able to bring anything. So he explains to the person, oh, we actually launched this estate just May. And that's why it looks as though nothing has happened yet. In the next 6 months, we are located. Within 6 months' time, we are located. And you'll be able to build. Come, let me take you to our previous estate. We started this last year. Look at that. Can you count the buildings here? Already is convinced. So, know people's fears. Whenever they are talking, don't just want to reply them immediately. Understand where they are coming from. Okay, so why is this person saying this thing? It's because it's afraid they might not be able to build on it. It's because they're afraid that they might not allocate to it. Because people have sold to people and they reallocate 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, loan grants. So you need to now conquer that fears that no, here we don't do that. Everybody knows by looking down now. We keep to our words. We say 3 to 6 months, we allocate 3 to 6 months. We allocate ASAP. Now, we are one of the people that we set the record of fast. Yeah. So even there are some estates that I can show you on paper, this layout, this is where you fall, and as you pay, you fall there. So that's a good thing. The advantage you have when you're working with reliable brands. People have swindled people out there. Big brands, 2 years, 3 years, they will dragging them. This is clever. Linda KG will drag them like tiger generator. I pass my neighbor, but they will now try and allocate. All right, thank you.
Great. I really want to mention that social proof. I spoke about social proof. And I mentioned social proof slightly in what he said. That you need, even if you don't have, if you're a fresh seller, Everybody has something they have as an advantage. You have an advantage. You understand? You have something that is an asset already, even if you never said before. You can leverage on your friend who has told you before. And you can leverage on your friend's testimonial and say, okay, this is what you now say me, you say I. You understand what I'm saying? If a friend, say, your friend is Mr. Toby here and you sold a lot of land and you're just starting out in the industry, you just say, I along with one of my partners, we've sold several of lands and these are the proofs. These are the proofs. So you have no cause to be afraid. And of course, like you said, people believe more in pictures. When you show them graphic pictures and make them believe that they have no reason to do them, they do business with you. One of the things I do in my own business is that I just send you links of stuff I've done, brands I've worked for. If they see big brand or celebrities that I work for, if they see me with Don Jazzy, they see me with Mr. Macaroni, you do business with me now. I don't have to start. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to use that to your advantage. I always have a question. If you have a question.
Another question is, I want you to throw more light on this. For example, you've posted and someone saw a post you made and be like, I saw your post though, I want to know where this your company is, where you're working, like I just want to get details. And now you don't know that person is actually a realtor, but wants to come in to get info from you to sell that to another person. So what I want to know now is, how would you spot that kind of person? One. Secondly, how would you know that person is also a realtor like you, but trying to bring in, like, should I say bypass you? Nobody will be the one to do it. Who bypass you? And second question is, apart from posting on social medias, can you do like, you go to fast food eateries and other places like share flyers, get contacts and the rest?
Okay, I answer this one. You answer that one.
All right, thank you very much. Now, one very important thing you need to do is to learn how to profile your prospect. People have not had ads and not kidnapped. As a new realtor, you're happy. Oh, I am bad. Somebody call me up. Hello, come check up. I want to check up your property at 7 p.m. Now, as a realtor, because you want to sell, you jump on the road 7 p.m. Nobody inspects the property at night. Who know this man? Fireman generators. Fireman generator. The person, the sole importer of fireman generator, lost his life trying to sell his property. Wow. Yeah, and they asked him, can you come with a document? Now, normally it was just so strange. How I'm selling the property, why should I come with all the original copies? Now, because they want to get that property from him without paying, the law didn't come to Ogobogod, Okwaja, at Alican Beach, put him in a room. Before you know it, they got the document for him. They dismembered him, cut his hand, cut his leg, got everything, kept him on the road. His car, they moved his car somewhere. The guy just told me, his friend has this is my car, let me park it at your place. So they tracked the car, it was a car, they tracked the car to somebody's house, and that's how they got that person. So it's not even realtor. If it's realtor you meet, you are lucky. Yeah, I'm going to work, so I'm telling you, you have to profile. It's very important. Because it's not even just realtor that will reach out to you. Because it's the most that will happen is they will come for inspection, they will now go and meet their clients, and they will not buy. That's still good, they are lucky, you are very safe. How about that person that called you is actually a kidnapper? Like the fireman, the man is a multi-billionaire himself. Multi-billionaire, and that's how his life ended. So you have to profile. If you generate a lead, I go on Truecaller, I check their stuff. There was a time I used to use phone number to search them on Facebook. If you paste a particular number on Facebook, if that person is something with that number, then that stop working. It will bring out the details. So now what I do is I check you on Truecaller, I take that name, I go and Google it. I try to know who you are. Whether you're a realtor or you're a kidnapper, I will get the details, and if I need to continue the discussion with you, I continue. If not, I discontinue the conversation. because there are quite a number of bad people out there. You could try to steal somebody and you get raped. You could try and sell somebody and kidnap you. So you don't jump at everybody. In the process of looking for what to eat, you can become eating. You can become the breakfast, the prey. You are the predator trying to become the prey. So you have to profile everybody that calls you, check them up, check them on social media, ask them questions. It's not only them to that. You have the right to also ask them questions. No. And set boundaries. No, we don't. There's this another one. A realtor who somebody contacted from US. This guy had this luxury life on his IG page, and the cars, the houses, the good life. And so the guy told her whether my mom is coming. And so the mom called one elderly woman with these old boys. I'm coming from Port Harcourt to Lagos to spend property. And not quite long, an hour later, somebody called. Mama just got accident, and we checked. You are the last person they called. Can you send us 40,000 naira? Someone saw the lady was just feeling funny. Do you know it was all games? They just wanted to her. So as a lot of profile the lead you generate, profile them. That is, do your background checks. Even estates do it. Even estate, I know they do that. If you go to buy even estate phase 1, they ask to do 100,000, which is not refundable. But if you buy it, it's going to be part of your fee. And so what they use 100K to do is to do one background check about you, to know if you're a bad person, you're into drug or the likes, because your life is very important. Ask for their name, go to social media, go and check. The person is will be less, there's no point in them, because they will take a client behind you. That's what antis
But if they give
it's not a full effort.
No, if they say that I'm buying for myself, do you know that, of course, for yourself or you're buying for someone, don't verbalize it, type it. When the person say yes, I did buying for myself, you know what you do? That evidence. This person never told me he's a realtor agent. So, see, I'm saying here, he came out as a buyer. Nobody anywhere in favor that other person.
But what most realtors do is that they just assume it's my client. But your client has a client that has a client. At the end of the day, they will put right?
Because those days, don't remember those days we had seminars. Well, see, there are some wasted efforts. How many people usually, even churches these days, how many of them print flyers? Or even posters? Do posters, it's a question you guys can answer. I'm not. Say it again.
So I was shocked. My uncle lives in Megamount.
Lives where?
Megamount Estate.
Okay.
In Qatar, their own apartment, not a 5-bedroom duplex with a penthouse. When I was discussing with the wife one evening, she told me how she came about the apartment. She said she was just on the driveway and somebody just dropped a flyer and that was all. She went home, she digested it and blah blah blah, and she called. Came for inspection, saw the place, and they bought it. This like years back. So I was still surprised. The flyer still there. So what she said, that kind of thing, I said, okay. So maybe most times she attack, the sales process from every angle.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't really know which one will be profitable.
Exactly.
But in like giving you instant results, I don't really think printed flyers. But if you are that patient and if you are lucky, who knows? If you are lucky. An element of luck line in this one. Because if she said she could buy a property in Megamount just through a flyer, I mean, who knows?
Everything you say is that. That's why
You can't depend on one strategy in the marketing. It is dangerous. You can't depend on one strategy and say, I only post. I only market online. For example, in my own industry, some people say people don't read newspapers. But people still read newspapers. The stakeholders in your industry, those people you want to target, those people who are going to buy those millions, who are going to invest millions, read newspapers. They are not even on social media. It is their staff that are on social media. But they themselves buy newspapers. So you can't put your eggs in one marketing basket and say you just want to.
All right, I'm going to talk about flyers from the angle of somebody who has experience. Now, one of the challenges with flyers is that you're limited by location. So to reach out to someone, you have to be there physically. And guess what? Whenever you're marketing real estate, always remember that you're selling something that only 1% of the 1% can buy. Just what I call a vital few. So most likely the people that can afford what you sell, they are not walking on the street. But some of them are not. Most of them, it's even very hard to meet them on the road driving. So for every time you are limited to where you are. That is, if I'm saying flyer now, I'm at Lakwe. I'm just limited by whoever drives past Lakwe. That physical environment. So when Facebook, you can actually be here and you're targeting somebody in the diaspora. You just use one behavioral pattern and it will now get you everybody that was once in Nigeria that moved to UK. Or during festive period, I can actually, I can target everybody that just came back to the country since December time. Now, if you've been to real estate game, you know that December time, before Christmas, after Christmas New Year, it's one of the big period of real estate. And so I can actually use Facebook just before that probably have interest in real estate. Whereas one guy is sweating it out, saying you might share 1,000 within how many copies now?
I don't get
2,000 copies a day. And nothing. Like you said, you might be lucky. If you believe in luck, 12 more flyers. Yeah, if you are the part of the luckiest fan club, just go and be sharing flyers. But it's one of the most stressful way to market, and it's one of the modern. If you're going to go digital, do Facebook target ad. Use some very crazy behavioral patterns and interests. Be amazed at the level of results you get. You even get people around and you be like, how come I was unable to reach you when I was sharing flyers? But you reach them by Facebook. I've met amazing people online. And most of them buy repeatedly. They buy, they come back and buy more. But those guys working on the street, you just meeting drivers, messengers, gatekeepers, you just meet people that you have more money in your account than them and you want to close them. God will help you.
That's why I said initially that the first question you need to ask yourself when putting out a marketing message is this for my target market? Will my target market be attracted to this message? You understand? If I want to get Dangote to buy from me, there's a way I need to do. I probably need to join Lagos Club or Ikoyi Club to be able to. You guys should start thinking that way. If you need to join those high network clubs, join, pay for membership, because those are the places you are going to get those who can buy from you. You can't be going to Lakwe primary school and you say you want Lakwe, one teacher there will buy from you. But they are owing 50,000 salary. You understand? Offense to those who are teachers here.
Dedicated platform that is just for what real estate, and guess what? Investors go there.
What are the platforms?
You have Nigeria Property Center, you have Property Pro, private property. When you are on our platform, you see that for every time we release the properties, we give you where to post them on. Right. See, Aspire will always say, Mr. Kolawale Aspire will always say, success leaves clues. So if you meet somebody that is succeeding, just ask them what they are doing, replicate it, you get the same result. I used to think I would never be able to drive in my life. When I see people drive, I would never be able to drive. I just got some instructions. I think I learned driving just today. I just got some basic instructions, and from there I've been driving. It's 10 years now I've been driving, and so everybody can succeed if you replicate the same result. Guess what? The same result that you need to sell is on our platform. However, if you gather 20 people that are not selling, ask 20 of them, have you done this thing? They'll tell you no. So the difference is just in the doing, and it's just in little things. All those platforms, I can mention them all of they are on our platform. But every time, at least every day, we post them. Every Thursday we post them. And guess what? In the diaspora, UK, Italy, Canada, they go there. I can't tell the number of leads I've generated. Every day I generate leads, isn't it? It's something in this office we've started it and we get the results. But you ask people who do these things, they will tell you no. I would rather just be posting on my Facebook, Twitter. The same, you are posting to the same people over and over again. So 365 days, everyone will just look at you that this is my daughter. Before she dies, let me just I fasted. That 3 days, I'll make it 40 days. It's simple. You have to generate leads. So, and to generate leads, you have to actually pay. You have to pay money. That's it. There's no two ways to it. You have to bring money from your pocket. If you can make money without spending money, you will all be rich. You will all be very rich.
Don't believe that lie. They don't lie to us. Conditional students. I used to be in
I started my growth road with one feather. Yeah, I started my pure water business.
Because let me quickly add.
Sorry? He said that you have to pay money to get the results. So now, how are you sure that after paying money, you get the result?
So there's some platform that you don't even need to do targeting. The twerk in Facebook. And what about Facebook? They change the rules every now and then. So you have to understand targeting. You have to understand demographics. You have to understand behavior, interest, use, and all. Some platforms will do the targeting for you. Just pay the money. Give them the money. Do one more subscription. Give them the 60K. They will do it. The hard work. Do you know that? Let me tell you this. Running advert to sell real estate pays much more than the person that's buying real estate. Because you now run an advert for 60K and sell a 60 million property. Can you calculate the returns? It's massive. So you are telling somebody, go come and invest. You are not even investing in your own self, in your own business. You do one advert. Have clients that they've done like 5 deals. 5 deals in millions with me. So imagine I didn't close that deal. The difference between people that sell and those that don't sell, it's just one little thing that you just decide to do. It's not that you don't know it though, but somewhere in your mind you're like, nobody will eat my other money. Me, I'm very smart. Nobody in this Nigeria. They think they are smart. See all these people that are only they think they are smart. You'll be there, you'll be fasting.
Sorry. So I just started a show. It's called Conversation with Kelly. And on YouTube, my intention is to grow subscribers. My intention is to grow subscribers from now. I have like 56 subscribers to like maybe I'm going to 1,000, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have a friend, like Toby has been saying, I have a friend, KJO. He sells YouTube subscribers. All I need to do is to buy. I already have a budget for it. So imagine me now going to church tomorrow and I'll say, Father, oh Lord, make people subscribe. People on my WhatsApp are not even subscribing. So from that subscriber, if I beg them, subscribe my YouTube channel, I'm just wasting my time. What you need to do is that if you are serious about the game of marketing, you need to have a budget for marketing. You need to have a budget. That is the starting point though. This principle is shared. I just started this year and I'm getting results. Those days I'll be posting on Facebook. My people that have known me from when I was in my teenage, they would just read that they don't be caring. So they motivate us. So give it thumbs up. You're motivating us. Keep up the good work. Is it keep up the good work? I'll pay my bills. No. So and in business, you need to know the difference between your consumer and your customer. Let me explain it. So a consumers are your fans. They are not the paying audience. Yes, a consumer they hail you, this land fine, this house fine, but they won't pay. Your customers are those that will pay. Your consumer are the fans. They will go for the video show. Whiskey better pass the video now. The video better pass whiskey, but they won't go and pay for the show. Like the ones who will be fighting, say the video knows how this is. Whiskey is the same part of the video. But the real premium people don't even have time for such arguments. They will buy the 100K table, they will buy 500K table, they will enjoy themselves, they will go. But the fans, the consumers, consuming the content, so you need to differentiate between your customer your consumer. People that commenters are not your customers. Oh. Hey, that player was fine. This I get money. They are not your customers. So it's your ability to constantly devise ways and strategies by which you can know the difference between your buying audience, your paying customers, and those who are just time wasters. As well determine your success in the game of selling in the sector of real estate. That's how you can start with basic gold in the real estate sector in Nigeria. I have a question. Let's go.
Okay.
I appreciate your method of teaching. I've been to several training of this nature. I saw a lot of property on other fields. And people teach based on what is on paper.
I think his phone switched off.
They teach based on what they have on speed. But you teach because you want people to learn. And that aspect of your teaching is what I appreciate. And I also feel that you are not economical with the information. Yeah, some persons tell you what they want you to know. But you are open, and I want to appreciate that from you. I don't know if you are doing this for us here or that's your person, whatever it is. I appreciate it, and I also appreciate the organizers too for making us understand this way. And I want to request if it's possible to have you next time so that we can prepare our mind for further questions as we put this into practice. Then we will now ask questions based on what you have done, how far we have gone, and then how to go forward. Thank you.
So that last slide, feel free to reach me on WhatsApp. If you want to reach me, you can add me on WhatsApp. My business, I can show you that last slide. So you can reach me, add my number. Let's do this together. So you can feel free to post me on WhatsApp. I have a gift, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I have a gift for you. That book
I talk about.
you can
I'm going to send you the thing. Just thank you for the feedback.
Let's walk now. Let's appreciate Mr. Kennedy and yourself. So I was saying something that like the platforms that convert. Okay, like YouTube, you will discover a lot of people that go on YouTube are deliberate about. Especially people who search for property on YouTube. They are very deliberate about what they're doing. So YouTube is another place that needs to be tapped. Do you understand? Not everybody. Facebook has the one thing about Facebook. It has everybody. It has the most number of people. It's a platform aside from WhatsApp. You know, clearly you can't go on advert. You don't want advert on WhatsApp. Aside from WhatsApp, Facebook has the most number of people. But the fact that it has the most number of people doesn't mean your stuff will actually sell the one there. So YouTube is very well also. People who go on YouTube and deliberate. Especially people who read about anything real estate. So if you have been undermining YouTube, you actually just doing yourself a lot of service. Put your content, educational content. And before you put one sales content on YouTube, put 4 educational ones. Tell them warning signs about building collapse. Tell them how they can maximize their vacant land. Tell them how they can actually use their commercial land. Tell them what they can do on this 300 square meter. Some people don't know that you can maximize, you can build a 5-bedroom duplex on a 300 square meters. Most people don't know.
Let me quickly ask you that. So
Let me share a secret with you that I want you to confess. Do you know that before, I'm not a real estate person,
so for you to know that,
I had to research on this. I had to do like 3 weeks of research on this today. I'm not in your industry. So I learned that the 4 target audience I spoke about, I watched a video. It was from someone's video that I learned. There's a guy called Courage on YouTube. It was a guy that shared it. Courage. You know him? Exactly. So what he spoke about YouTube is very important. And you have a question?
it's yeah, Courage does it. No, it does many things.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is that I learned
about target
audience in real estate from a video I watched that by Courage. Yes. So what you said about YouTube is so powerful, and like you said, it's an untapped gold mine because I didn't see so many videos about Nigerian real estate sector on YouTube. You know, plenty of I didn't see so many videos. It means that you guys are sitting on a gold mine. You are not leveraging on that. If you're in my industry, at least in a week I'll be doing like 2 videos. on different issues on real estate. It's a call to you. It's really a challenge. You might not have the camera right now, but make sure you get a tripod, all those things. Get it.
And you see the video.
Yeah, exactly. And make it up.
Now consistency.
Let me add this. One of the things I learned from that year, he said, your visibility is much more important than your ability.
Exactly.
So, if you're very visible on YouTube, even if you don't have all the ability, people see you as an authority. And when it's time to buy, yes, nobody wants to buy from an amateur. They want to buy from the authority. And how do you know you're an authority? Through your visibility. And how can you be visible? Number one, with YouTube. People are not watching, they are not reading schools again. They are not looking at pictures again, it's video. What's the number one video platform in the world now? YouTube.
So if I come here now and be sharing, doing like I'm acting like it's on the scripture and church, they share pamphlets. You guys don't connect. Of course, I have a you I tell them I don't connect. I have to tell you I don't read this. We do what's it called? PowerPoint slides. Yes. You understand? So in the same way, you should look for creative ways by which you can connect
with your target audience. Think of creative ways by which you can connect. Just think of creative ways. Because if I come here and be saying number one preset or fall back on your number one fine prospect, you guys we don't just sleep for you. And I knew that you guys are already tired, but I need to find creative ways to connect my message to you in such a way that if you guys are sleeping, somebody said back then in public speaking that if your audience is sleeping, it's your own fault, not their fault. So people have problems. So it's for you as the speaker to find ways by which you can engage them. All those questions I was asking questions is to make you guys come alive. We're gonna know better if you question plenty too much. But it was a strategy.
So basically, you have to be visible out there. You have to be deliberate about selling your plan. Like I said, own the business. For me, for instance, within the first 1 month of my business, barely 6 months,